today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Easy. Let's get it together. Get hot. Go 58 to the mic. I got it.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
58 to the mic. 58 to the mic.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still...
On first down, Kaepernick. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. 50's the money.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Recovered by Indianapolis.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following the fumble recovery, Eason throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, Eason. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26.
Play action. It's Eason. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They go play action with Eason. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Come 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, Panther. Come to
This is Foster, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
Now they've completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good jump.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joe Schobert leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Funchess, 33 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Check 52. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the gun is Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the run. Warrior 70. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mike 2. Mike 2.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Dante Hightower on the stop. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Mike 2.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Down by 8, they say no to the field goal, looking for the end zone on 4th and goal.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. And he'll find Pittman. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, 31 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Funchess with a catch over the middle. 7 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Colts 48.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
58's the mic. Record. Shift.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
And 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Mike's 50.
Kaepernick now on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Bust through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
4 down, 4 down.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
SOS. Mike 2.
Off the play fake. Eason.
Here I come again.
Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Check. Watch 54. They can't hang with us. Hey, watch that. 7 Pirates. Line 54.
From the gun, Eason. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Off play action. Eason. His throw incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, but now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And all this is taken him one-handed. What a catch. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. You don't know no better.
On the run, it's Foster. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Mike 2. Panther 11.
Now Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 19 yards away. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Red 80. 59.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Patriots send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Mike 2, tracking 60. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Mike 2, watch 2, watch 2.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Choose the mic.
Operating from the gun. Eason toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Eason. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He's going to go deep for Funchess. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's get off the field. Like 2. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Wild Bill.
Throwing again. Eason. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Trying to go back to Watkins, and it'll bring up third down.
Like 2. Like 2. I got you, boy. I got you.
On third down, Eason going deep here for Watkins. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Devin McCourty. The third down pass. Intercepted. The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
58, right there. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That catch good for only a couple.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Eason on second down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Colts.
Watch run.
From the gun is Eason. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Play action. It's Eason. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
54th Mike.
Throwing on third and long. Eason. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Oh.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, Eason, and he finds who else? Watkins. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Check, 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 check.
2nd down, here's Eason. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Hey, let's calm down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 2, watch 2, watch 2. Come 19, come 19.
Here's Eason off the play fake. That's going to be caught. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check, 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 check.
Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle taking it in. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight left. We got 3 down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Colts take over 1st and 10.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly? And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 buds.
They run. It's Foster. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Yo. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Fighting Hilton on the slant. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. T.Y. Hilton, 74 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. And sometimes those slants they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
Third quarter with the score Colts 41, Patriots 17.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Again, that's Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Whoa. Choose the mic. Get that quarterback.
From the gun, Eason. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Let's go. Let's calm the crowd. I'm coming. Panther 11. Panther 11. 51. Hey.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 14-yard touchdown. as his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. New England trying to get a place on offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Double tight. 3 down.
Kaepernick now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target, but it's going to be second down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
No gain on this defense, no gain. 58's the mic, 58's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 58's the mic.
On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
58's the mic, 58.
Kaepernick now on third and goal. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
He's scared. 58, right over there.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Ferkser. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 and the 34. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Eason sets to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go, D.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They go play action with Eason. And that is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense already 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. They're going to try it again here on this 4th down. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This is caught. Watkins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive experience.